So is YouTube encouraging us to just become slop creators? Now, I'm not saying that my effort is like super high. My content rather is super high effort. It is just me talking to the camera, but at least there's no AI involved, and slop content being like AI content that is just spoon fed towards people with low effort and no human input really, or creativity involved in the process. And here we are on the inspiration tab on the YouTube studio, and it gives you these ideas of what you could make your YouTube, and that's kind of good. That's not a bad thing to be inspired. What should I do next? Or how can I make another video? What would my audience be interested in? But then if we click on it, and we look at here, and it's given us like why being a perfectionist is actually your biggest barrier to real growth. And you can even search in topics you want to discuss or talk about on your channel, and it'll come up with like a load of solutions. And it also comes up with thumbnail suggestions. Look at this. And then if we develop the idea, here we have the hooks, the outline, the thumbnails, the titles, the related videos. That's not that relevant, but you could put it into your tags and get the metadata from those and shove it all in there. So like, why being a perfectionist is your biggest barrier to growth. And then you could just like read this off, blah 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 blah. The hooks, the hard truth, it's giving you everything. And then here's an outline, blah blah blah. You just read these points to the camera and let it do its thing. And then thumbnails, let it come up with a thumbnail, put one of these titles in for you. I guess it's not editing the video for you, so if you were like slightly more creating more content where it's not just talking to camera, you would have to create some visuals. But I wouldn't be surprised if at some point along the line it will do that for you too. And I'm not saying that having some inspiration and some titles help, but like doing all of this for you just seems like a bit over the top. It's removing the human element, the human effort of it. And of course, lots of channels do this, and there's so much slop. There's so many content developed by people now, which are clearly written by AI scripts, and you can hear it in there, even if it's a human voice. But often it's a AI voice with an AI script over AI visuals, and it's just becoming awful. I don't mind this part of it, this idea generation part of it, but the development of it all, let's look at more content, and it's coming up with ideas, the science of charisma and how blah, 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 right? And then we click on this, and it's going to develop it, and it'll come up with a thumbnail for us, and oh yeah. And you could just do this, you could just recreate it. And it's like, as a creator, as somebody who wants to create content, what's the point when this does it all for you? It's just going to be robots creating content for robots, or for mindless farms of sheepless people without any consciousness that want to consume it. It's like that channel the other day, last week, where that guitar player, I forget his name now, but like this guitar player, Rhett or something, and he had this other channel had just like everything about it was AI the whole way through it. They'd stolen his identity and created AI content with it, and I suspect they go through this and be like, oh look, here's the things, and we'll just steal his thumbnail, steal his title, steal his everything. And this is almost the same thing. It's like, well, nobody wants to watch. Well, clearly there are some brainless people who watch the AI content, but I think as soon as you realize it is AI content, nobody wants to watch it. So why let it do it? But like, I guess, what you would do is you just put all of this into a different AI and let it serve it for you. So like, YouTube is just putting it in here for you, so you don't have to go to a different AI. And like, you can change it all. You can add in your whatever you want to, prompt it internally here. But I just feel like, to some degree, AI in the whole system, the whole way through it, defeats the purpose of what YouTube is supposed to be. It's no longer you, it's AI tube then. And even if you were the person on top of it like me, even if I did all of these steps, I just don't want to, the temptation to just let AI run your whole channel and go through that. And I was thinking about that the other day. Would I do this as an experiment? Just let AI come up with all the ideas, run through the whole experiment, go everything for me, come with the titles, the script, the thumbnails, everything, and I'll just read the script to it, come with the visuals, and basically bang together a video. I have to do zero effort apart from recording it. And I just feel like it just is like an offense to humanity almost. It just feels so unnatural. It feels so like that's not what I want to consume or watch or create as an individual. And I know it's effort to make content. I know it's effort to want to do this. I know, but isn't that the thing that makes it worthwhile? And not just to be another mindless AI farm. And yeah, maybe the AIs have better insights and better content and better, more articulated versions of what we are, but humans, we are messy, and isn't that the beautiful thing about us? And I don't mind using a bit of AI to come with the ideas, or even help iterate on some parts, or maybe even work on some of the scripts for you, come up with some jokes or some analogies to maybe help you reframe your video. But when you use AI the whole way through, what is the point of it anymore? Are you even a creator? And particularly for faceless YouTube channels, the temptation to just go full AI. And I just feel like that is a awful situation that YouTube would put itself into. And I also feel like I may have fallen foul to enjoying and liking content from channels like that in the past that have basically been fully AI or very, very heavily AI without realizing it. It's just been a voice over the top of it. But it is a shame to allow situation. I'm very, very now wary of any creation where they do these stickman type of drawings if they do not have the precedence, as in they don't have the legacy of being doing this for years. There's this channel, Easy Actually. I don't know if you remember it. Let me see if I can get onto YouTube here. It became very popular, Easy. And I'm not sure if this is a fully AI channel, but I'm now more convinced that I've seen so many channels copying it that definitely are AI channels. But it's this type of content, which is just a stick man and then a load of figures. And obviously he's done some editing, and AI cannot do that. And I'd hope this channel is zero AI or very minimal AI. But I've seen channels now come up which are almost entirely AI trying to copy this type of content. And that's so easy for an AI to do. And then it's do you want to watch content that is just made by AIs the whole way through because it's some guy was oh, it's just a get rich quick scheme from some faceless YouTube channel? And it's I don't mind faceless YouTube channels as long as they're good high quality effort made by individuals who really care about their subject matters. Real engineering. I know that guy, he's Irish, but I don't know him personally. I mean, I know that he puts the effort in. It's a faceless YouTube channel, but he puts a load of effort in. I know other people who have done really high effort content with faceless YouTube channels, and it's great then. But when it's just something that's low quality slop that could be regenerated by an AI, that is not a world and a YouTube I want to live in. And the YouTube is just making it easier for us to do that. And this is an awful society that I do not want to be a part of. Anyway, this video has gone on way too long. I've been ranting for far too long. I hope the best for you, and you're having a wonderful, delightful day. I wish you the best of luck. Don't watch AI content. It is disgusting and ruining our brains. Thank you. Have a great day.